Imagine sitting down to a classic American meal. Rice and beans, fried okra, peanut snacks, maybe even watermelon on a summer table. It feels normal, everyday, American food, but what if many of these foods are not originally American at all? What if some of the most popular foods in the United States actually came from Africa? Carried across the Atlantic through slavery, survival, and forced migration, yet never properly credited? Today, we're uncovering a hidden history that is often ignored. A huge part of what is called American food culture has deep African roots. Enslaved Africans did not only arrive with physical labor, they carried knowledge. Farming systems, cooking techniques, seasoning traditions, and survival-based food practices all traveled with them. Even under extreme oppression, that knowledge quietly shaped the foundation of food in the American South and beyond. Let's begin with rice. Rice became one of the most important crops in the southern United States, especially in places like South Carolina and Georgia. But this success did not happen by chance. Many enslaved Africans were taken from regions in West Africa known as the Rice Coast, where rice cultivation had been developed and perfected for centuries. They already understood how to grow rice in swampy, difficult environments, how to build irrigation systems, and how to process it efficiently by hand. Plantation owners quickly realized that this knowledge was essential for profit and survival of the rice economy. Without African expertise, southern rice agriculture would not have developed the way it did. Yet the credit for this knowledge was rarely given to the people who actually carried it across the ocean. Now think about okra. This vegetable came directly from Africa and became one of the most important ingredients in southern cooking. It is a key part of dishes like gumbo, soups, and stews, especially in Louisiana cuisine. Even the word gumbo is believed to come from West African languages referring to okra itself. Enslaved Africans used okra in cooking not only for taste, but also as a way to recreate familiar food traditions in a foreign land. Over time, it became a symbol of Southern identity, but its African origin story was slowly erased or reduced to a small footnote. Peanuts also tell a powerful story. While peanuts originally grew in South America, they were deeply transformed through African food culture and cooking methods before becoming widely used in North America. Enslaved Africans introduced ways of roasting, grinding, and cooking peanuts into stews, sauces, and oils. These techniques influenced Southern cuisine in ways that are still visible today. Now peanuts are everywhere: peanut butter, candy, cooking oil, and snacks. But the African influence behind how peanuts became part of everyday American food is rarely acknowledged or taught. Watermelon is another important example. It was cultivated in Africa long before it ever reached the Americas. Enslaved Africans brought both the seeds and the agricultural knowledge needed to grow it successfully in new soil and climate conditions. After slavery ended, watermelon became a symbol of independence and self-sufficiency for many black farmers, who used it to build economic freedom in a harsh world. But over time, racist stereotypes distorted its image in popular culture, hiding its deeper agricultural and historical meaning. Then we have black-eyed peas. These legumes were a staple food in West Africa long before the transatlantic slave trade. In the American South, they became central to traditional dishes like Hoppin' John, which is still eaten today for luck and prosperity in New Year celebrations. This tradition is not random. It is a direct continuation of African food customs preserved through generations, even after displacement and slavery. But the real story is even bigger than individual foods. Enslaved Africans brought entire systems of knowledge that shaped American cuisine. Slow cooking methods, one-pot meals, seasoning blends, fermentation practices, and sustainable farming techniques. Many dishes now considered Southern classics are actually built on African culinary foundations that developed through creativity, survival, and resilience under extreme conditions. Over time, these contributions were absorbed into American identity. The food remained, but the origin stories were slowly erased. In cookbooks, media, and popular culture, these dishes were labeled simply as Southern or American, separating the cuisine from the people and cultures that created the knowledge behind it. This is not just about food, it is about history, memory, and recognition. When origin stories are removed, the people behind them are also removed from history. Yet every bite still carries that hidden legacy of survival, intelligence, and cultural strength. So the next time you eat rice, okra, peanuts, watermelon, or black-eyed peas, remember this: you are not just eating food. You are tasting centuries of African knowledge that traveled across an ocean and helped shape an entire nation's cuisine. If this story opened your eyes, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more hidden histories that deserve to be remembered.